Hello everyone, my name is Noah. Today I'll be talking about top 15 AI tools that researchers can use while conducting their researches and also while writing their research articles. You agree with me that we are now in an AI-driven era. We cannot pray for these AI tools to disappear. The only thing a researcher can do is to meaningfully and effectively engage these AI tools as research assistants while conducting their research or while writing their research article. Now, this video will be in three sections. The first section, I will talk about AI tools that a researcher can use to conduct literature review. I believe the first steps towards carrying out any meaningful research is to carry out an extensive literature review. It is when we do this that we will identify what has been done in existing literature and what needs to be done. This is how we come across the research gap that we need to bridge in our researches. The first section of this video will be dedicated to AI tools that a researcher can use to conduct literature review. The second part will talk about AI tools that a researcher can engage to extract information from research articles. While the third phase of this video, we talk about AI tools that a researcher can engage to write research articles. Now, for the first phase of this video, I have carefully identified top 4 AI tools that a researcher can use in conducting literature review. These are Connected Papers. It's available at connectedpapers.com. ResearchRabbit. It's available at researchrabbit.ai. Litmaps. It's available at www.litmaps.com. And Insightful, that is available at insightful.xyz. Now let's explore how we can use these AI tools during a literature review. This is Connected Papers. It's available at connectedpapers.com. Let's see what I can do with this AI tool. Now with this AI tool, I can search for information in a particular area of research using keywords, the paper title, or the paper DOI. Now, I'm interested in hybrid cryptography. Now, this connected paper can help me generate recent articles that are related to this keyword. Let me build my graph. So the AI tool is curating, is searching related literature on my behalf. These are the top articles that are related to my keywords. Now, this was published in 2016. This was published in 2017. This was published in 2015, etc. So I can see that with this, it has created literature that are related to my search keywords. So these are the literature that are related to my search keywords. So from this, it will also give me a breakdown of all those literature. So instead of conducting the literature search by myself, this AI tool has conducted the literature search for me. So from this, I can now download the literature it has created for me. So let me open the literature it has created for me. These are the literature it has created for me. One thing about this downloaded literature it has created for me is that I can now add it to my Mentory platform. It's still possible for me to share this graph, perhaps with my students or with my co-researcher. So this is how we can use this AI tool. I've demonstrated how I can use connected paper to create articles that are related to a particular keyword. So now let's see how I can use this platform to create articles that are related to a particular paper. This is a paper. I can copy the link, then I'll come here, I'll paste the DOI of the paper. So I want this AI tool to download articles that are related to this particular article and not to a particular keyword. So it will curate those articles for me. So within a few minutes, it has curated a number of articles that are related to those articles for me. And one thing that this platform also does is it will show me the link, the relationship between those articles. I can see that this article is directly related to this and other articles. This is also a breakdown of the articles that has been curated for me by this AI tool. So the next thing I can do is to now download the article and share with my colleague. I can also use full screen to view the curated article. I can also use Research Rabbit to do the same thing. How does it work? It will expect me to add some articles. So let me add this article. Control V, add directly. So I've added one article. I can still add another article. Copy link, add papers. So if I want to add a paper, I can add using the article title, using the article DOI, or I can use any keyword. So I'm using the article DOI, add directly, and I can also upload a file. So after I've uploaded at least 2 articles, it has generated 68 related articles for me. So let me view those articles. So these are the articles that are related to the article I uploaded, and these are the graph that shows how those articles are related to one another. So the next thing I can do from here is to download my graph. So I've downloaded the graph. I can view the downloaded graph. This is the downloaded graph that Research Rabbit has curated for me. So I can share this graph with a student of mine or a colleague of mine, and they can use it in their literature review. What else can I still do? If I still want to view other features, I still need to add more papers to this platform. So this is how I can use this platform to gather related article to my article. So the next is Litmap. So Litmap is also an AI tool that can be used to curate related work to a particular literature we have uploaded. So now I'll still use the DOI. Okay, now let me use the article title. I can copy the article title and paste it here. I'll press enter. Yeah, it has identified the article. So it will now generate related literature to the article I've uploaded. So now it has generated related literature to the article I've uploaded. Now this is the article I have uploaded. Then it's telling me that there's a relationship between the article I uploaded and Zoo 2022. This Zoo 2022, I can link it to this 2021 and other. So from here, I can still download my image. This is the map that was generated for me. I can export this figure and share it with my students so that they can use it in their research or a colleague. So this is how Litmap works. Insightful is another interesting AI tool that I can use to create related works to my paper. So here I can enter the title of my paper. I've supplied it, then it will generate related articles to that paper for me. Now we can take a look at this. It has generated a map of related articles to the article I uploaded. It has also given me a list of similar papers that are related to that article. It will also give me number of times those papers have been cited. If I scroll down, I can still see the most important papers that are related to the article I uploaded. It's also give me a list of review papers that are also related to the article I uploaded. It's also give me recent papers that were published by top 100 authors in that particular research field. It also generates for me the most important recent papers, including their citations. It can also give me other information like details about the various authors that have published works related to the paper I uploaded. So if I want to save the papers that have been curated for me, I'll just click save. And you can now see I have different options. I can save it in a format that can be imported directly into Mendeley or Zotero. So I can click this, then it will give me a breakdown of all the papers. Then I can now go ahead to export it into Mendeley for use in my Mendeley platform. I can also use this insightful platform to establish relationship between two articles. So let me paste the first title of my article, then this, and see how it works. So it will give me a list of articles that are related to those two articles. So now connect paper. So it has identified two additional articles that have a similar relationship to the articles I uploaded. So Insightful is another interesting AI tool that we can use to create related articles. Now we want to talk about different AI tools you can use to extract information from your research articles. You agree with me that it's always a difficult task when you have a large number of articles you need to read and summarize. But you don't need to stress yourself anymore because these AI tools can read a large number of research articles and summarize it for you within a minute. So let's see those AI tools. Number one, we have Elicit, we have Copilot, we have Consensus, we have Chat PDF, we have Explain Paper, we have Umata, and we have Shally. So we'll start with Elicit that is available at elicit.org. Now, this is the interface of Elicit that we can use to extract information from our research articles. Now, let's assume that you don't have a research article already. You just want to curate or download different research articles. You can start with a keyword. Let's say I'm looking for research articles that are related to hybrid cryptography. Now I will ask the AI tool to search those articles for me. Now, in less than a minute, it will give me a large number of articles that are related to my keyword. And the most interesting part of this is this summary. It will extract information from the top 4 articles and summarize it for me. Take a look at this. A range of studies have explored the use of hybrid cryptography for secure communication. It cited those articles. Both this and this both propose hybrid cryptography, blah, blah, blah. So the first section, it will now summarize the top 4 papers from the articles it created for me. Now take a look. It has given me a large number of articles that are related to my keyword, hybrid cryptography. I can keep loading. You can see I have a large number of articles that it has given to me. So what next can I do? it has given me a summary of the abstract of each article. Take a look at this. This article, this is the abstract summary. This article, it has given me the summary of the abstract. Now, take a look at this section. This is where I can now add other summaries that I need from those articles. So let's imagine I want the platform to give me a summary of the main findings from all those articles. I can just click this and add. It will give me a summary of the main findings of all those articles for me in less than a minute. You can see how interesting this is. It has given me a summary of all those articles in less than a minute. Now let's assume that I'm also interested in a summary of the research gaps. I can click this, then it will give me a summary of the research gaps. You observe that as I'm adding more columns to my existing columns, I'm indirectly building my research table. Now, unfortunately, no research gaps were suggested in that, no research gaps were identified. So I can delete that column. Okay, give me a summary of the methodology. I believe every article should have a methodology, so it will give me a summary of the methodology. Now, also give me a summary of the limitations. Indirectly, I'm using this tool to build a summary of my related works. Okay, this article mentioned a limitation, some articles did not mention a limitation, some mentioned a limitation. It will identify those limitations for me. It will identify those limitations for me. So let me remove the limitation. Let me add a summary of the discussion. It will add another column that will contain a summary of the discussion. Now you can imagine, now let's assume that this AI tool has generated 100 related articles for me. It has given me a summary of the abstracts, a summary of the main findings, a summary of the methodology, and a summary of the discussion. I can still add more columns if I'm interested in those columns. So this is how I can use Elicit to extract information from my research article. This is how I can use Elicit to extract information from my research article. Now take a look at this again. It has given me the summary of the top 4 papers. And it has written it in a way that can be used in an article. Mohammed 2020 reviews the use of hybrid cryptography approaches in Internet of Things application, highlighting the integration of multiple schemes to improve security. So I can copy this and use in my research article. Now let's assume that I'm interested in a summary of, let's say, top 8 articles or top 20 articles. I can click here, then it will give me, I can select a summary of the top 8 articles. However, this summary is only available in the premium version of this AI tool. So this is how I can use this Elicit AI tool to elicit information from my related articles. Now, I can still go a step further by adding new step. Let's assume that I want to ask questions from the paper. I can click this to ask questions from the paper. Okay, the paper are on hybrid cryptography. How effective are hybrid cryptographic algorithms? I've asked the question, how effective are hybrid cryptographic algorithms? Now, from all those papers, it will find an answer. It will generate an answer for me from all those papers. So you can see it has given me a summary of what the top 4 articles have to say about the question I've asked. So this is how I can extract information from my article using Elicit AI. So now let's assume that I want to extract data from uploaded papers. So I'll be the one to upload the papers. Let me see where I can upload the papers. This is a paper. Open. Upload PDF. So I'm uploading the paper. Okay. So I've selected a paper I uploaded. So what I observe I can do with this step is that from the large number of related articles it has given me, I can select the number of papers I need, then I can upload them here, then I will start querying those papers. Okay. So now from this paper, you can generate the summary, you can generate the main findings. So while it's generating the main findings, let me see other things I can do. Now it has generated the main findings of that paper for me. So other things I can do from that paper is I can create a new table from the selected paper. I can summarize abstract from the selected paper. I can ask questions from the selected paper. I can extract data from the selected paper. So this is how I can use Elicit to extract information from my numerous research articles. So now let's examine another AI tool which is called SciSpace. SciSpace is another AI tool we can use to extract information from our article. If I want to use SciSpace, I can also start by asking a question, or I can also start by supplying a keyword. Now let's see, let me digress a little bit from computing. How does climate change impact biodiversity? So that's the question I want to ask Elicit. Now, Elicit will search for answers to these questions from research articles alone. That is the usefulness of the platform. It will search, it will provide an answer from research articles alone. So now Elicit is providing or generating answer to that from different articles. So, and it will also provide, now you can see just like Elicit, SciSpace will also provide a summary with citations. It has provided a summary of answers to my question from the top 5 papers. If I'm using Elicit, it's providing a summary from the top 4 papers. But with SciSpace, it can provide a summary from the top 5 papers and with citations. So now, this climate change significantly impacts biodiversity by causing water scarcity, habitat modifications, and extreme weather events leading to species loss. I can get that from this article and also from this article. So if I'm interested in this, I can always save this and copy it. In addition to that, it has also given me a list of articles, top 10 papers that has answered to the question I asked. Now, I can narrow it down based on these features. Just select articles that have that are in PDF, articles that are open access. And I also, just like Elicit, I can still add more columns. Okay, give me a summary, summarize the introduction for me. Okay, in addition to the introduction, I've removed the filters. Okay, summarize the introduction for me. It has summarized the introduction. Okay, in addition to the introduction, summarize the results. Apply. it will summarize the results for me. What else do I need? Summarize the method used for me. It will give me a summary of the method. It will also give me a summary of the method used. So those are the things I can use Elicit to achieve. So now, after doing this, I can now export the results to CSV file, to an Excel file. Let me export it to an Excel file and see how it looks. Wow, I need to subscribe to the premium version before I can export to an Excel file. Okay, let me see. Is it possible for me to export it to CSV? I still need to subscribe to the premium version before I can export to the Excel file. Okay. So this is how I can use Elicit for in my research. So let me go back to the home page of Elicit. There is still another interesting feature that I can use Elicit for. Let me go to ask questions from a particular PDF. Let me go to ask questions from a particular PDF. So let me choose a PDF to upload. So I've selected a PDF and I've uploaded my PDF. Now I can use SciSpace to extract information or to interpret the content of a table. That is what I like most in this AI tool. So now let's assume that I've generated my results. Now this is my results. I've tabulated the results, but I want Elicit to explain the table for me. After uploading the table, I'll just go to this section, explain math and table. So that means I can use SciSpace to explain mathematical equations or table. So I've selected explain math and table. I'll come here to extract the table, then Elicit will explain the table for me. Now this is Elicit explaining the contents of the table for me. Let's see how the output will be. Wow, Elicit has generated insights from the table. The table compares the performance metrics of different classifiers in terms of accuracy, F measure, AUC, true positive rate, false positive rates. Where are the relevant results? It has highlighted the relevant results for me. Where are the important discussions? It has generated discussions for me. So now let's assume that it will also give me an examples of question I can ask from the table. Which classifier has the highest accuracy? If I'm interested in getting an answer to that, it will tell me that, okay, the rotation forest-based logistic model classifier has the highest accuracy of 98.24%. Okay, how accurate is RF LMC classifier? Let me ask that question from my PDF. It will also generate a response to that for me. So these are the things I can achieve with SciSpace AI tool. I can use it to extract insights from a particular table. I can also use it to query my PDF, to ask information from my PDF. Those are the things I can use SciSpace AI for. So let me go to the home page of SciSpace and see what else I can use SciSpace for. I can still extract data from SciSpace. Let me upload another PDF and see how I can use this. Okay, it's still similar to what I've demonstrated before. I can generate a summary of results, a summary of introduction, the methodology, the literature survey. Okay, generate a summary of the literature survey for me. It will generate a summary of the literature survey for me. The only limitation is that for me to export my results, I must subscribe to the premium version. So, but I can always copy the results. I can always copy the results, but I can't export the table without subscribing to the premium version. So this is how I can use SciSpace AI tool in extracting information from my PDF. Chat PDF is another AI tool we can use to extract information from our PDF. And we can also use it to summarize the content of our PDF. Now let's see how it works. Let me select this article. I'll upload the article. I've uploaded the article. Now this is the article I've uploaded. So now I can start querying, I can start using Chat PDF to query the content of the PDF I've uploaded. Now you can see how does the hybrid CNN and LSTM deep learning technique improve the detection of phishing websites compared to traditional method. If I'm interested in that question, I will paste it here, then it will generate an answer for me from the article I've uploaded. Okay, the article is on hybrid deep learning technique. Hybrid deep learning technique for hybrid deep learning technique for spoofing website URL detection. So let me now ask, how effective? How effective are hybrid deep learning techniques for spoofing website URL detection? I'll ask that question, then it will generate a response for me from the article I've uploaded. So this is how Chat PDF works. Another AI tool I can use to query my PDF is explainpaper.com. I also need to upload a paper. Hybrid. Then I'll click begin reading. So now it has uploaded my paper, then I can start asking questions from the paper. So how explainpaper.com works is, if there is a section in the paper that I don't understand, or if there is a section in the paper that I need more insights from, I will highlight that section and it will explain it for me. Now the processing process involves dataset normalization. Okay, let me highlight this part. Then it will explain that part of the paper for me. Explain. So from the question I asked, the preprocessing process involved dataset normalization, tokenization, and word embedding. And I asked Explain Paper to explain the contents for me. So it has provided a response. The preprocessing process mentioned involves preparing the data for analysis by ensuring consistency and transforming text data into numerical representation. So I can use this AI tool to explain the content of a particular paper I've uploaded. Wata is another AI tool I can use to extract information from my PDF. Before I can use it, I also need to upload a PDF into the AI platform. Then I will start extracting information from the PDF. So to upload a PDF, I'll click here to upload a file. Let me select this PDF. Then I can start extracting information from it. So it has uploaded the PDF. Then I can start asking questions and extracting information from the PDF. Now, it will first give me a summary of the content of the PDF and give me some examples of some questions I can ask. What are some of the techniques and methods discussed in the text for detecting and preventing cyber attacks, including smishing? If I'm interested in an answer to this question, I can click the question, then it will generate an answer from the uploaded article for me. So it has generated an answer from the uploaded article, and it will also show me the section of the article where it extracted the answer from. So another question, what methodologies were used in developing the rule-based SMS spam detection model mentioned in the text? And what are the results in terms of accuracy and performance evaluation? So if I'm interested in an answer to that question, I will ask the question, then it will extract answers to the question from the article I uploaded. So this is the question, this is the answer, and to also tell me the section of the article where it extracted those answers from. So that's how to use Umata to query a PDF articles. So another platform I can use is Shally. It's still the same format. You have to upload your PDF. So let me upload this PDF. So after uploading the PDF, it will display the uploaded PDF. Then you can start asking questions based on the PDF you've uploaded. Okay, my AI tool is still processing the PDF document. Now the document has been uploaded. It will give me a summary of the article. Certainly, it will give me some questions, possible questions I can ask. What are the main evaluation metrics used for malicious URL detection? If I'm interested in an answer to that, I will click it, then it will generate answers. It will extract answer to that question from the article I uploaded. Now, another interesting feature I want us to note in this AI tool is still generating answers to that question. Okay, now, another interesting features I want us to note in this particular AI tool, Shally, is that I can use it to summarize the whole article. I can use it to highlight the article. I can use it to simplify the content of the article. And I can also use it to critique what was said in the article. So let me test this. If I want to summarize the content of the article, it will give me a summary of the content of the article. This is a research paper that discusses the detection of malicious URLs using a hybrid deep learning technique. It has given me a summary of the article. So if I want to copy, I can copy the summary of the article. Okay, let me test this highlight feature. Okay, highlight important information from the content of the article. It will give me an highlight. Now, an important use of this Shally is after we've written our articles and we want to highlight the important contribution of our article, we can use this AI tool. After you've written your article, you can upload it into this AI tool and you ask it to extract and generate the highlights in the article. Okay, simplify the content of the article. It will summarize the content. It's telling me that, okay, funding not applicable, availability of data materials. It will tell me the data materials used, references used, and a summary of what the article is all about. So now I also want to test this critique feature. A strength of the paper is its use of two data sets, including the UCS spoofing website dataset to validate the proposed model. This approach enhances the credibility. So this is how I can use Shally to criticize or extract information from my research article. So Shally is also a good AI tool that can be used to extract information from a research article. So far, we've talked about top AI tools we can use during the conduct of our literature review. We've talked about AI tools we can use to extract information from our research articles. Now we want to talk about AI tools that we can use to write research articles. AI tools that we can use to write research articles. The number one AI tool we want to talk about is Consensus. It's available at consensus.app. We'll also talk about Jenny AI. It's available at jenny.ai. We'll talk about Wizio. It's available at wizio.app. We'll talk about Writing. We'll also talk about Quibot. Now let's see how these AI tools works. Okay, this interface for Consensus. How can we use Consensus to write research articles? I believe research articles, it starts from having a research area. Perhaps you have a research question and you want to use your article to provide an answer to that research question. So now let's use some samples of research questions they have. Does creatine help build muscles? I want to write an article around that research questions. Does creatine help build muscle? Okay, I've asked that question. The interesting thing about this is that the information it will be extracting will be from research articles, from related research articles. So now, from the question I asked, it has informed me that from the question I asked, the app has been able to get 13 articles that ask answers to the question I asked. So now let's see. Now it will first give me the summary of the articles. Okay, now these are the responses from various research articles to the question I asked. From article 1 has this to say about the question I asked. Article 2 has this to say about the question I asked. So it has given me responses to my questions from 10 research articles, and it has also provided a conclusion. So now I can now export this response to a CSV file. Okay, I could export. Now it has given me a breakdown. The title of the article, the key takeaway from the article, the authors of the article, the year the article was published, the citations, a summary of the abstracts, and other useful information. Okay, now these are the articles. If I'm interested in this response, I can easily cite this article. I can copy the citation and cite. These are the responses to the question I asked. Now let me try another research question. How effective are hybrid cryptographic algorithms? Okay. How effective are hybrid cryptographic algorithms? It has given me a response from top 10 articles. It has given me what top 10 articles have to say in relation to the question I asked. Hybrid cryptographic algorithms that combine symmetric and asymmetric methods such as AES and ECC offer enhanced security and performance with improved encryption, decryption, and signature authentication processes. Now I can get that from article 1, 3, 4, 6. So now I can export this response to Excel and view the responses. Now these are the articles were published in 2022, 2017, 2015, etc. So that is how to use this platform in writing research articles. Another interesting AI tool I can use in writing research article is Jenny AI. Jenny AI is another interesting AI tool I can use in writing research article. Okay, I want Jenny AI to give me an essay about importance of hybrid cryptographic algorithms. Okay, start writing. Okay. In today's digital age, where sensitive information is constantly being transmitted and stored, ensuring its security has become of utmost importance. It has cited the article for me. Okay, do I agree with this? I accept. Then this is how it will continue to generate contents for my research article. To protect data from unauthorized access and potential breaches, cryptographic technology plays a critical role in providing the necessary strength safeguards. I accept. then it will continue to generate content for me. Traditional cryptographic algorithms have long been used to secure data in various applications. Okay, I like that. It will continue to generate content for me. However, with the emergence of quantum computers, which have the potential to solve complex mathematical problems much faster than traditional computers, these exciting cryptographic algorithms may become, okay, do I want to accept this sentence or I don't want it? I can click accept. I can customize the content. I said I accept. Okay, it has generated the content for me. Yes, accept. So this is how this platform can be used to generate content and write research articles for us. Now, I'm using this is a free version just to illustrate how we can use this platform to generate or write research articles. This has led to the need, okay, accept, it will keep generating contents for us. Okay, I accept. So it will keep generating the content for us. Okay, I accept. Okay, I accept. Okay, I accept. Okay. So with this, I can just fold my hands and allow my AI research assistant to be generating articles, to be generating content based on the keywords I used. It will continue to generate the content for me. Okay, I accept, accept. You can see it has generated a paragraph, I accept. Okay, I accept. Okay, I accept. I accept. I accept. I accept. So you can see that Jenny.ai is a good tool that we can use to write research articles. So from the sentence I gave, it has curated several contents for me. Okay. So I can copy this and use it in my research article. But the question I now need to answer is, what's the effect of using this AI contents in a research article? I'll save the answer till the end of this video. Okay, that's how to keep generating the contents for me. Now you can see, for me to unlock the references to these contents, I must upgrade to the premium version. I must upgrade to the premium version. So this is how I can use Jenny AI in writing research articles. Okay, if I don't ask this to stop, it will keep generating the content for me. You can see, it will keep generating the contents for me if I don't ask it to stop. Okay, free word limit exceeded. So now, for now, I can't generate more content with this AI tool, but I will receive more 200 words at this in the next 16 hours, except if I upgrade to the premium version. But I think this is enough for now. So this is how to use Jenny AI in writing research articles. So Video is another AI tool I can use in research article writing. In fact, I can use it for two things. I can use it to write a new article. I can also use it for new data analysis. In my next video, I will discuss AI tools that can be used in the field of data analytics. So now let's explore how we can use Visio to get content for our articles. So it will expect me to provide a sentence, let's say the importance of hybrid cryptographic algorithms. So after that, I will highlight the sentence. Then if I click this bulb icon, I can ask AI to get a suggestion based on the sentence I've provided. I can ask AI to translate the sentence I've highlighted to scientific English. I can ask AI to correct the English grammar, and I can ask AI to look for references that are related to the sentence I've provided. So now let me test this importance of hybrid cryptographic algorithm. Now if I click this icon, I want it to look for references that are related to the sentence. Okay, so it has generated references that are related to that sentence for me. So I can copy the sentences and use in my article. Okay, now if I click this, I'm asking Wizio to give me a suggestion based on the sentence I've provided. So I'll click this. Then it has generated a paragraph for me. Hybrid cryptographic algorithms play a crucial role in ensuring the security and confidentiality of data in various digital communication systems. So it has created a paragraph for me based on the sentence I provided. Okay, let me look for another one. Okay, in addition to the importance of hybrid, let me look for categories or classifications. Classifications of. So I'm using this platform to build content for my research articles. So I'll click this, then it will generate a paragraph for me. So based on every sentence I provide, it will generate a paragraph for me. Then I can copy and use in my research articles. We are still on hybrid, we are building content for hybrid cryptographic algorithms. Okay, let's go to what else? Limitations of hybrid cryptographic algorithms. Generate a paragraph for me. It will generate another paragraph. It has generated another paragraph for me based on the sentence I provided. Another word, relationship. Relationship between hybrid cryptographic algorithm and quantum computing. I want it to generate a paragraph for me. Okay, generate paragraph. It has generated another paragraph for me based on the sentence I've highlighted. So this is how we can use Wizio to generate content for a research article. So the next AI tool I want to talk about is Writeful. In fact, Writeful is a very interesting AI tool that we can use to write research articles. So let me start from abstract generator. We can use Writeful for different things. We can use Writeful to generate titles for our abstract. We can use Wizio, we can use Writeful to generate abstract for our research article. We can use it to paraphrase the content of our research article. Now, we can also use it to detect GPT. Okay, let me start from abstract generator. I want to generate an abstract. I've written my article. And now I want to generate an abstract for my article. So it says paste your paper from your introduction up to and including your conclusion. So I've written this paper. I've written this paper. Now let me paste it. Okay, let me remove the references. Let me remove the references. Okay, I'll remove the references. Now let me also remove the abstract. I have an abstract. Let me remove the abstract. I want Writeful to generate a new abstract for me. Let me remove the title. I will use this platform to generate abstract and title for my paper. Okay, so then I'll click generate abstract. Generate abstract. So the AI tool will generate abstracts for me. So I can just relax and wait for it to generate abstract for me. So after it has generated the abstract, Okay, now it has generated an abstract for me. So now I can copy this abstract. Then I will go to title generator. So I'll paste my abstract here and I will ask it to generate title from the abstract. Deep machine learning for sentiment analysis and categorization based on aspects. Regenerate. Aspect-based sentiment analysis and categorization using CNN and interaction networks. Okay, let me regenerate. So this is how I can use it to regenerate deep machine learning for sentiment analysis and categorization based on aspects. This is how I can use it to get suggestions. Deep machine learning approach for sentiment analysis based on aspects in Nigeria. Now, as an individual, I can edit this title to suit my purpose. So this is how I can use Writing in generating research, in generating content for my research article. The next AI tool I want to talk about that we can use in academic writing is Quibbot. Quibbot is a very good AI tool that we can use for language paraphrasing. After you've used different AI tools to generate content for your research articles, if you use them directly like that, and similarity rates or plagiarism rates of those articles were checked, now the AI content can be flagged. I've seen different plagiarism tools that do flag AI content. But now when you use Quibbot to paraphrase those contents you've generated with these AI tools, the similarity rates may be very, very low. So how do you use Quibbot? Now you copy the contents here. Now it has different modes: standard mode, fluency mode, formal mode, academic mode, creative mode, custom mode, simple mode, expand mode, shorten, and shorten mode. Now the Quibbot version I'm using is the premium version. So it can give me different versions of this paragraph I've uploaded. Okay, paraphrase it using standard mode. You can see social media platforms are no longer used for interacting with users. Social media platforms are being used by users to express their thoughts on subjects, blah, blah, blah. So fluency, I can change it to fluency mode. It will change the content. I can change it to academic mode. It will paraphrase the content. I can change it to creative mode. It has paraphrased the content. I can change it to shorten mode. It has paraphrased the content. So if you use Quibbot to paraphrase the content generated with AI platforms, the similarity rate will be very, very minimal. So Quibbot is a very good tool we can use to paraphrase different contents. Now, there are some ethical concerns that do arise with the usage of AI tools in generating content for academic use. In fact, there are some publishers or journals that do put conditions on the percentage of AI content that is acceptable in academic materials. These are because of issues such as plagiarism. AI-generated content may plagiarize existing work if those works were not properly referenced or cited, and perhaps if the model was trained on copyrighted material, and this undermines academic integrity and can lead to legal consequences. So therefore, researchers that use AI tools in generating academic content for their research must be very, very careful. Also, there are quality concerns because AI-generated content may not always meet the standards of quality expected in academic work. It may lack critical analysis, coherence, or accuracy that potentially leads to misinformation or poor scholarship. This is the reason why some journal outlets do discourage the use of AI tools in generating content for academic materials. And finally, there are education and learning concerns. When a researcher relies too much on the usage of AI tools, it will always undermine the process of critical thinking that are integral to academia, and it may also devalue the skills and expertise of human scholars. These are some of the ethical reasons why some publishing houses do discourage the use of AI tools in generating content for academic materials. Now, in my next video, I'll talk about AI tools that can be used for data analysis. AI tools that can be used for data analysis and in data analytics. I'll also talk about AI tools that we can use to build AI models without writing codes. Yes, we can also, there's different AI tools that can be used to write codes. So I'll also be talking about AI tools that we can use to build AI models without writing codes. Thank you very much for listening.